Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. Let's play Ostranauts. This is my 11th episode of a Let's Play for Ostranauts, and I honestly didn't really think I'd get this far, but I'm glad that I have, and we're going to pick up where we left off. I had returned to K-Leg, and I have some work to do here on the ship with the stuff that I took off of the last ship I had visited, which was the Ulterior Funk, I think was the name of that particular ship. Some of these items may have come from the previous ship that I was on as well. But now that didn't take too long. He looks like he has cleaned everything up. It's time to go see if we can sell any of this stuff. Here we go. Try that again. There we go. Did he really finish? I think I might want to go back and take a look. You know what? I'm going to do that before I run downstairs and find out. Nope, he didn't. He did. Well, he finished it all up. That's great. Okay. So we will access the transit for real this time and head on downstairs. I assume it's downstairs. It's actually probably like a monorail or something that takes you to another location here in the city. For me, it's downstairs. Feels like a basement. Okay, and here's Jonah, our fixer. I was certain I was going to hit the wrong button, and I did not. I'm happy to report. Okay, let's see what we got here. Cargo 1, 11,000 for the MHD. We'll take that. He's not interested in the reactor right now or the CO2 scrubber. That's too bad. Those usually sell pretty well. You know what I'm also realizing? I did not necessarily extend the cargo on my ship from a zone perspective, so I might need to go back and take a look at that. Make sure I didn't screw that up. But we'll go ahead and sell the piece that he's willing to take. I'm also going to take a quick peek, 8 minutes until he's willing to change his stock, so might be worth making a second trip down here if he's not okay with, or if I did actually have that all set up properly. So the initial grind on this game to get your ship outright so that you don't owe anybody nothing, it takes a while. It's a few trips, you know, and yeah, I don't think any of that stuff was listed, so that's kind of helpful maybe. Good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is remove cargo, and then I'm going to redo it to include all of this from here to here. There we go. Add new zone. Once again, we'll call it cargo 1, barter. The zone's already added. I don't need to hit add zone a second time, but that's kind of good to know. Now I know that they won't buy the fuel regulator downstairs. I could stand to kill that time though. Let's go ahead and just wait. Maybe he'll update his list. Real quick, I'm going to look at the gig nexus, and I hate the graffiti on this thing. I'd actually seen someone had said they had gotten rid of the stickers. I was hoping they meant these as well. Periodically you'll get a big sticker like right here where you can't see anything that's important, and that's just too bad. We have a courier. I was going to look and see if we had any missing persons. Investigate death. Here's one up here. Charles Eaton. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Well, we know a little bit about his death, don't we? We were on the ship when he died. How much is that going to pay? It doesn't pay a ton. They want information in the next 6 hours. I'm going to hold off on that. I think I could do it, get out there and back in 6 hours, but that ship was drifting away from K-Leg. If you recall, we had a pretty long haul to get back. I'm not 100% sure where it's at, so I'm going to hold off on that. Would be a pretty easy bucket of money, but I'm just not confident I can get that figured out here in the meantime. So we're going to hold off. All right. What else can we do? We can come in here, and there's other things that can be repaired. I'm wondering. So I thought I was told you could restore things like backpacks, but I'm not actually seeing that right now. Maybe if I pick it up. That doesn't make sense, does it? Okay, I might be mistaken there, but I thought somebody had said you could do that. I know that I had failed to recognize that you had restore here on these because you had to scroll up for it. But I'm aware of that now, but these do not seem to have anything like that, and that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. I am still looking to get a few more crates so that we can put some backpacks in there and kind of haul those around while we're out on a ship when we're salvaging. This particular one has some goodies in it. I do want to see if I can sell the handgun. And there are no pills in the bottle here, so we're going to go ahead and just sell that. Was there something else to look for here? Just other backpacks, I guess. That one is empty, and this one I think is empty. Nope, food, that's right. This is where we're putting all the food. We could stand to eat right now. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And by the time we get downstairs, his stock should be refreshed. So we're going to go ahead and head on out. There we go. And back to Mescaform. And we'll make the quick journey over to here and see what he has to say. If I can click him. Okay, I seem to be clicking my own self. There we go, offer to trade. Cargo 1. Should be a few more things for sale now. Okay, he's still not taking the reactor. He is interested in the RCS intakes, 1,500 each, roughly. Close to 5,000 for the thruster. He's not interested in the pumps. He's not interested in the racks. Probably not what's in there either. Yeah, that makes sense. Not interested in the floor. Okay, well, that's fine. I will sell him the intakes. We'll go with that and accept. Go back to buy. Is he offering a Hydra? It does not look like it. Nope. Oh, that's right. I was going to check and see if he'd buy the gun that is in my hand. Ah, I forgot about this too. There probably is some data. We'll do that. He's not interested in the handgun. Okay, well, unusual, but not unheard of. And I wasn't surprised that the bottle of amoxicillin wasn't going to go anywhere since there's literally nothing in it. So we'll go upstairs to the license desk, license place, and try to unload some of that stuff. Licenses only. All right, well, that's probably not what it's called, right? Nonetheless, here we go. CO2 scrubber, 5,000. We'll sell one of those. Fuel reactor. We'll sell that. Loose bulkheads. I'm going to keep those. The heater sells for about 1,000. That's not the best price you can get for that, but I'm willing to unload it because I can use the money right now. Is that everything? I want to hold on. I'm thinking I might, you know what, we're going to run into 1,000,000 thrusters. So we'll sell the thruster. I don't need it right this moment. Next expansion, I'll probably want to add a couple more. The laser array is not repaired. I missed that. I need to figure that out. So I was missing something there. Prevent them from taking it off my hands. Okay. well, that looks like it's going well so far. And it is going well. He's right on top of it. And then we'll restore that. And we'll see what that desk will take for it at this point. We still have a good 4 hours of time on our salvaging ticket. Permit, I guess, salvaging permit. So I'm not going to purchase a new one yet. One thing you can do though, it's a little cheesy, at least I was seeing that it was working for me, is if I were to buy a second one, I found that I can often sell the first one for like $1,000, maybe a little more, get a little bit of a refund on it. Yeah, I mean, I can sell it for half price, so I almost think that's worth doing. Let's sell this other stuff first. There, and used PDA. What else? I know we've got some stuff in cargo. They'll even take the pill bottle. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay, cargo. There it is, 2,000. Okay, that's worth it. So we're going to go ahead and sell this permit. And we're going to go ahead and buy the next one. So we're going to have to buy one soon. If you think about it from an hourly perspective, we ultimately 6-ish. So I could have waited 2 hours and sold it, you know, hopefully for the 2,600 still. I have seen it drop to 0. That is a possibility, but so I can't do that right now. I have to do that. I have to buy the license, and there we go. It will drop to 0, obviously, at some point. So if I could get half of it for now, and I already used more than half of the time, that's a win, right? So that's how I'm looking at that. And we're going to get the heck out of Dodge and see what else we can find today. Go to the control panel, turn stuff back on, and there it is. Look at that. We'll use it. And I think we'll just kind of head over this way. There we go. Requesting clearance. I think, there we go. Heard it beep. Undocking clearance denied because you haven't paid your bills. Yeah, that was a mess up. So once again, I'm going to pay $10,000 on my mortgage, and then we'll pay our other fees. I have a feeling I clicked the wrong thing again, but oh no, it did pay it. Good, 11,000 there. I think that was it. So we should be good to go now. Back in the saddle. Comms, docking info, request clearance. Heard it that time. And there we go. We're away. Now we're away. So we have a ship selected here. I want to make sure I'm backing up the right way. Oh, I'm backing up into the asteroid or moon. So we're going to want to do this. Get away from there. There we go. That'll get us clear. And then we can start to find where we want to head. It's going to be over here. Yeah, we're just going to let them pass. Okay. Slow time back down. Find the bearing. That's pretty close. And then we want to, I'm going to accelerate and move left to straighten out the VCRS. Bearing looks good. Not bad on that. 20 minutes out. Not a whole lot to do in the meantime. So we're just going to get there. There they go again. Oh, that could be fun coming back later. They just hang out there. Yeah, that'd be great. Come out to the coast. We'll have some laughs. Okay, so this will be a new find for us. So Punished Wind isn't that far away in the grand scheme of things. I thought it was going to be more like out here or further away. I really wasn't interested in trying to track that down for potentially just, 4,000 credits. Looks like I could have probably done it and maybe made one of the bonus tiers, but I'm okay with where we landed with this. Okay, bearing still looks reasonable. We'll clean that up a little bit and we'll straighten this out. Clear that and we will hail the ship, request docking clearance. We should be lined up pretty well. Pretty good there. I'm turning the wrong way. That's on me. There we go. We'll take it. Oh, I want to slow down some though. That's really fast. Yeah, I kind of deserve that. Once again, I'm just watching the wrong things. It's like I'm nervous or something. I don't know. Not entirely used to that happening. Pretty good at this docking thing normally. Okay, here we go. We should get it this time. I think, honestly, if I focus less on the numbers over here and just watch the graphic, I do much better. I've been kind of changing my strategy on how I do it. I used to just watch this. I don't think this existed in 13. I can't remember for sure, but I don't recall it being there. I certainly wasn't using it. And now that I do use it, I slam into things pretty regularly. It kind of sucks. Need to work on that. One of these days, it's going to end the game. Okay, so we're on a Series Max ship called the Iridescent Necropolis. And it is a very big ship. And I'm holding R to try to get us zeroed out, and it looks like that has worked. Thank you for that tip. This ship looks a heck of a lot like the last one, doesn't it? Big circle ship. Okay. I don't feel like my luck is going to hold out with there not being pirates on these things. I've usually had several pirate encounters in my first 4 or 5 visits. So, well, first of all, let's kind of get things put where they belong. And then we'll kind of go from there. I think this is the one that has the spare parts in it. It is. And again, eventually I'll put bags or backpacks in here so that we can store a heck of a lot more stuff. But right now, this is where we're at. Okay, those are the tools he'll need. Helmet that he'll want. I think we're good otherwise there. So I'm going to put on the pressure suit this time, though. And because it's the pressure suit, we'll put the helmet in the bag, at least for the time being. Shoes. Pressure suit. Helmet will go on, knife in hand, and we want a light in the hand too, and it turned on. And we will go and make sure there's no pirates on board. If there are, we will have to deal with them. Scrapping a door here. Okay, so far so good. That's a door. Scrap that one. Lots of holes in the floor. Maybe there won't be anybody here. Slow down again. Another door. Yeah, just not really getting a feeling that there's going to be somebody here, so that's good. It'll catch up with me eventually. I'll get jumped by 3 of them and not have a way out or something. We'll see. But okay, there were pieces of reactor here. Looks like the main part is gone. Just want to run through here. Yeah, there's the beep start. Now you have a good amount of time before that becomes really critical. So I am going to go ahead and kind of finish what I'm doing here. But there does not appear to be anybody here. So, oh, that's going to be an outside visit. So we're going to skip that. Try to come over here real quick. Hey, there's walls again. Isn't that what we ran into the first time? That's okay. Just a little surprised by that. I thought a lot of that was more randomly generated. Maybe it just happens to be what was randomly generated twice. Grab the knife. There it goes. Turn off the light, small pouch, and we're going to get an EVA suit on. Helmet in the bag. Suit in the bag. There we go. Now I do have to start paying attention to how much battery he's got on this particular suit. Should be okay at 38%. We do have an extra battery. We've got a couple of extra batteries now, so that's helpful. But this time I'm going to go through and kind of do some shopping, right? I want to see what I see where that I might want to take. I'm going to start looking in things a little more. That is a good oxygen bottle. So we're taking that. Empty crate. Here's a pump. That's not what I meant to do. Cancel that. We want to inventory the rack. Okay, not seeing anything super exciting there. Check this one. Same. I mean, scrap parts. If you recall on that last ship, I thought about going back to it. In fact, that's right. I was going to go back to that other ship. I should do that. I was going to go back there and pick up all the scraps and kind of be set for life, or at least for a while. Not have to worry about tracking those down. Ammo casings and lots of them. Okay. But I forgot. Didn't write it down. As talked about, I need to write things down or I forget them anymore. Honestly, even if I'd written it down, I would have forgotten it because I probably wouldn't have looked at my log beforehand. I would have waited till about now and then gone, oh, hey, I was going to go back to that ship. So probably right where I would have been either way. Okay. Brown duster. Not terribly interested in that, but I do like to see the different things that are out there. So I wanted to see what that was. I have never found anything useful in a case inside of a bag or a crate. Usually they're empty just like that. So I don't usually even bother looking. It's the one time you don't look that it was, you know, a pot of gold or something though, right? Got battery charger, ablative core liner for a reactor. Not too bad. I do like using the subfloors, particularly right around my entryway, because you kind of like to keep it clear, but you can stack a few things in there. Now, of course, you can't put things on top of those, so it doesn't work like floor. It works like a rack or something. But you can walk over them, so they don't block access to other things. So they work well around things that you have in corners and stuff like that. At least that's how I like to use them. I just seem to be a step behind right now. Damaged battery thruster. Like I said, we will see a lot of those. Okay. I think it was a good decision to switch over to the EVA suit. I didn't used to do that. I don't know why I basically, I don't know, punished myself. I don't know what the purpose was, but I would stay in the pressure suit and only use the EVA if I was intentionally going outside a hull. And you don't have to do that. There's no reason to do that. Let's go ahead and pick this one up. Take that one back with us. So once I got out of that mindset and started using the EVA suit for my standard walkthrough, I didn't have to run back to the ship every 2.5 minutes. That helped so much. Things started moving so much quicker. Highly recommend that. The pressure suit certainly serves a purpose. I like to hang on to it. As I mentioned, I think you are affected in your combat ability while you're wearing the EVA suit. You're not as flexible or agile, and that could be problematic. So in the pressure suit, I feel like I have, I'm not going to say an advantage, but certainly better motion than I would have in the EVA suit, and I think that's important. Some food in there. This is probably the galley. Ooh, booze. Awesome. Good flasks. We are quickly approaching the time where I will probably buy one of the big water flasks because they last a long, long time. There's some water though. We're going to go ahead and grab that. Free water. Okay. Still not seeing, there it is. That's how you get in there. This looks like a bedroom or bathroom. PDA. Well, we'll take that. So I'm less and less thrilled with the auto pop, and I feel like it's a setting somewhere, but when I went and looked, I couldn't find it. I'm going to have to take another harder look at that. It's kind of getting a little annoying at this point. I usually don't mind having informational systems like that pop up in a game. I think at the very least it reminds you, little things that are easy to forget about. But this one's starting to get a little oppressive with how much of the screen it covers every time it sees something it thinks I'm talking about. I do know you turn off the gas one with G, and I thought X was supposed to control the overall look, but it's not doing anything for me. Alrighty. Well, I think what I will do is kind of take a peek around the ship and otherwise disassemble the parts that I feel like I can take with me that will be valuable and see if we can pay down that debt a little more. But for now, I'm going to come back to the ship and take a break and wrap this one up for now. So we have visited this new ship. It's a whole lot like the old ship. First one we hit. There's not as much fun stuff on it. There are a few things that I can probably grab, and I'm going to take a harder look through it, maybe offline, maybe not. I might go ahead and just record it, and if it works out, it works out. But we will probably go out and see if there's other places that we can go and exploit as well in this area. There's a ship. There's a whole bunch of ships up here that maybe would be worth traveling over there, and if we spend a little bit of time, the station will come around. So that's kind of what I'm thinking I might try doing as well. Barely used any Delta V. Actually used a little more than I thought, 86. I did not buy it, did I? So that's 2 trips. So we're barely using any. We're not in any kind of pain or concern there. So systems are looking good. We'll continue this. It is a slow trod at this point in the game. I think it's going to stay this way for a while, but I'm glad that you're staying with me and listening, paying attention. Hope you're enjoying the game and playing it along while you're doing it. Certainly hope you're doing better than I am. I will not pretend to be an expert at any of the games that I play. I might know a lot about them, but that doesn't make you good at them all the time. So there you have it. Thanks for your time, and until next time, fair travels.